She woke up in the bottom of a ditch in the middle of the woods. It was dark. What happened to her? How did she get there? After the police found her and brought her into the station, shortly after, a man came looking for his daughter. She'd been missing for quite some time, and when he saw his daughter, she didn't recognize him because she didn't know her name. She didn't know his name. He wanted to bring her home with the police. They had questions. After her dad provides proof that she is who he says she is released to the care of her father. Instead of their home in the city, Dwayne takes her to a cabin secluded in the middle of the woods, which she'd been going to since she was a little girl. But she can't remember it, just like she can't remember anything else. Her dad goes to great trouble to take good care of her. He's kind, he's patient, he's gentle, but she can't shake the feeling that something's not right. I mean, even with breakfast, he made her pancakes and put strawberries on them, and she's deathly allergic to strawberries. How could a father, a loving father, forget that? Meanwhile, a few towns away, high school senior Drew is suspected of killing his girlfriend Lola. Drew and his friends will set on a mission to find Lola to prove that he's innocent, and it somehow leads them to the same cabin where there's a girl who doesn't remember her name. So I'm giving this book 4 out of 5 stars. If I were going to be really specific, I'd give it like maybe 4.25. Probably not 5 stars just because it's not my favorite genre. I have a tendency whenever something is realistic fiction to hyperfixate on the things that there's no way they could happen. But I guess that's the whole point of fiction, is creating these extraordinary circumstances and stories. So I think that's a me problem, not a book problem. So maybe I should give it higher than 4. Anyway, I do like that it didn't focus on a romance. Sometimes I think a lot of books, they have a plot line that's not necessary. So I appreciated the author really stuck to the thriller aspect of it and didn't sideways it with a unnecessary relationship. So that was good. But I also liked sometimes with thrillers or suspense or mysteries, I can kind of guess what's going to happen. Maybe because I've read a lot. Sometimes there are stories that I feel like I've been told a lot before. But I literally was so surprised. Close to the end, I was like, oh yeah, I guessed this the whole time. But I was wrong. I didn't guess it the whole time. And for an author to trick me in that way it's fun. So I think that you will be surprised by all the plot twists in the same way that I was. All right, guys, so if you are into this mystery, thriller, suspense genre in the same way that I was, here are a few suggestions we have right here in our library. The first is Five Survive. Maybe you read Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Same author. This is about a group of teenagers who go on a spring break road trip in an RV when suddenly the RV breaks down, or does it? It does not. They actually end up, surprise, in a wooded area with flat tire and an RV that won't go anywhere, and a radio, a walkie-talkie on the RV with someone on the other end saying, you're not going anywhere. I have a gun pointed at you and you can't go anywhere until you tell the truth. You all have secrets and you must tell them now. You'll have to read to find out who it was on the walkie-talkie, and you'll have to read to find out what their secrets are. It is so good. The next is Last Girl Breathing. I've got to give a shout out to this one for sure because it's a Kentucky author about a girl who her brother and some kids unfortunately tragically died in a flood accident years before, and we learn soon that maybe it wasn't an accident and her boyfriend, or maybe not her boyfriend, or somebody has a secret. Once again, secrets are the theme that he is keeping that can lead to the discovery of what happened that day on the flood, and they don't want her to tell, so she is now in danger. The last recommendation I actually haven't read yet, but I'm going to go out here on a limb because the same author, Megan Lally, who wrote That's Not My Name, she put out a book a few months later. It's new. It's called No Place Left to Hide. I've got 2 copies on the shelf. I hope that you read them, and I'll read them, and then we can talk about it. I think it's going to be good. She's a good author. So here are 3 books to get you continuing on your journey of page-turning, gripping suspense. Enjoy.